It's Jim Dandy. It's well, it's almost the last day of the month. Actually, it's the 30th, and this is the second video today. But this is a frustration hour. I'm frustrated because there's nobody that I can get help from other than very little help. I did call a person today that has over 250,000 subscribers, and I was hoping he could give me just one hint in particular, but I didn't deserve a phone call back. I can't learn it very fast off the YouTube channels that tell you how to do this, that, and the other. I don't know what half the words or letters mean that they may even mention. I need someone that I can just ask an question to, and they could lead me through it in about 5 minutes. I think I'm the only one here in Madison, Indiana that is bold enough to get on this. Is it bold or stupid enough to get on YouTube thinking that people want to hear what I'm saying? I just did one on how I survived recessions. Five, 6, or 7 recessions I survived since a teenager, and I gave some hints. If you haven't watched it, it's the one before this one that I did about 3 hours ago. I had a different hat on. I was wearing this hat. Bought it for $5 from a store down here called Five and Below. That's $5 and below, not 5 IQ points and below. But it may fit that too. Let's see. Am I happy today? Well, can I just share that I've had COVID so many times? I'm not sure what it felt like when I was happy. I think it all started when I was in my 20s, and I was working at a job that gave me lung conditions, and then I ended up with double pneumonia for about a month, much like the Pope, and that I couldn't function. And then later in life, it turned into a frequent case of bronchitis, then severe bronchitis, and then chronic bronchitis, to COPD, and at the present, I've been diagnosed with emphysema. So I wake up in the morning. We're just chatting, okay? This is just sort of a chat between us old folks. and a few of you young folks that want to be like us. Go to bed late, get up late, don't want to eat breakfast. I drank my breakfast. Not what you think I'm drinking. It'll be Atkins meal replacement. It replaces the food that and nutrition. I drink it. Before that, I'll drink coffee that my wife has made, and I'm not a coffee drinker, so if I was ever by myself, I would not buy coffee. I don't buy Cokes or soft drinks anymore because the cost has doubled or tripled here in Madison. If you buy a carton of 12, it's cheaper to buy a carton of beer than it is. It's going to be cheaper to buy a carton of beer than a carton of Coke. I bought a Kroger's brand Coke the other day for $1. If I'd have bought the same 2-liter bottle, it'd cost $4 if it was a Coke brand. I think Pepsi wanted $5 for theirs. Things are getting better, just like we've been promised on TV news. Inflation's sure going down. The best I can do to tell you if inflation's going up or down isn't the cost of eggs, for gosh sakes. Some of us don't like eggs because they come through the butt of a bird. So I don't eat eggs. Well, out of the butt of a rooster. So everybody talks about the cost of eggs. No one talks about the cost of a 12-pack of Cokes or Pepsis. They're much higher in percentage cost than eggs. Am I the only person that doesn't drink eggs? Eat eggs? Maybe. What do I eat? Okay, I've got these liquid meals, whether they're Ensure or Atkins is more ounces for the money. He was a doctor that created the Atkins diet, but also before he died from falling and hitting his head and dying, he created these drinks. These drinks that have all the vitamins in it. So look it up. Look at Atkins drinks sometimes on Amazon. You'll find they're even much cheaper than what you can get Ensure or what's that other one that's so famous? Ensure. There's another one they use at hospitals. And the thing is, you get several more ounces. Well, because of the food value, I'm going to just start drinking half of one a day. They have a screw-on cap, so I'm cutting down to a half. I'm trying to lose weight. It's staying about the same over the last year, as hard as I try to lose weight. don't know if I did any videos about losing weight or not. I suspect I didn't, since I haven't lost much weight. What else can we chat about today? Can we chat about what you like to drink? Some of y'all are beer drinkers. I don't know. I don't know what you like, because all my friends drink beer and they like different types. And I tell you what the number one beer in Madison is. It's Michelob Ultra, because it's got it's got 95 calories, less than 3 carbs, I believe. Now, what they don't tell you, and don't tell me why a case of that's worth $5 to $10 more, not 10, but $5 to $8 more than a case of Miller Lite. They're almost identical. Not the taste. Although, if I had enough of either one, I wouldn't be able to tell the difference. But as far as calories and carbs, they're about the same. So if it's a weight loss thing and you're strapped with money, Miller Lites might be a better choice than Mick Ultra. I'm going to cover next what I ate. I ate chili tonight. Pretty good stuff. I'm learning it's better to eat more vegetables and fruit than it is meat, but that's hard for me. So the meat that you should choose, according to books I'm reading right now on losing weight, is fish. That's because fish compared to steak, fish will fill you up 2 or 3 times faster than just a small piece of steak. Number 2, it's not red meat, which doesn't bother me at all. I do if I buy a steak, which is very rare. They say, how you want it done? I say, I don't want it bleeding and running away from my plate. I don't want to see any parts moving. The thing that's important is pink is as red as I want my steak. And I usually share the steak with somebody because they're tough. Unless you pay $35 to $45, you're going to get gristle. And I'm spitting out half gristle into napkins and paying for it. So what did I eat today? Bologna, pickle loaf, cheese. Make a little sandwich out of all that. Add a little mustard. Okay, that's one meal. Second meal, other than breakfast, which I told you it's a liquid breakfast. The other meal will be hot dogs with chow mustard and ketchup on them. Maybe with or without bread. I don't buy buns. Too many calories, I think. But I'm not sure. But unless you get whole wheat buns, which I don't see that pushed very much, you're just might as well be eating plastic as to eat a white bread or white bun or white biscuits. Oh, they'll throw vitamins in so they can say it's vitamin enriched. Mm-hmm. This Diet Coke, I should know better. But I would tell you this, if I buy a diet drink, it will be a 2 liter, and it will be as much on sale as I can find one. And it will not have caffeine or sugar in it, or sweetener. Well, it may have sweetener, but it won't have sugar. No sugar, no caffeine. So, no, that's not giving you anything to run with and say, hey, I listened to Jim Bob today, and he told me what to eat the rest of my life to be like him. The fabulous weightlifter that I used to be. Yeah, I used to be a weightlifter. You can't tell that. Maybe you can. Maybe I'm not. Maybe I exercise enough that I don't look too wrinkled in the face, and I look a little bit, okay in the arms and chest. I don't look like Rocky with the 3 or 4 Rocky movies he made. I'm not saying I look that good. I'm not even saying I look good enough to where when I walk into a sports bar, all the women come over to me. That doesn't happen. Well, it doesn't happen that often. 5 times a week. Yeah. We're having fun, aren't we? If you like this, hit subscribe. I'm begging you to, because when I never mention it, no one ever subscribes here. Let me do some begging. Hit the like button too, because nobody ever likes hardly ever likes what I put on this program, because it's free flowing. Do you see a script or outline in my hand? Here's a note I made. It tells me to buy vitamin E from Amazon. Here's a note here. Go to CVS for my medication. Okay. So here's the notes that I'll be proud to show you. You figure out that what that is, and you've won a prize. The more Diet Coke I drink, the crazier I'm getting tonight. So I better close this sucker down, or you're going to close it down for me. Thanks for listening and joking around, chatting. Let's call it chatting. I don't know if you got anything out of this or not. Don't be scared of the news. Do like I do and just turn it off. And if they start talking about the stock market falling and them taking away Medicare and Medicaid, realize they can't do that. They can't do that. We've been paying into Medicare. It's like an insurance policy. Do you expect Metropolitan Life, who I used to be a top salesman for, Would you like a letter from Metropolitan Life to come to you and say, we're canceling your annuity? Would you like for them to say, Jim back when he was in his 20s, when he was 26, he sold you an annuity that promised that you'd get $2,000 a month at a certain date. Well, we're canceling that. You ain't going to get nothing. Well, that's what Social Security would have to be doing, wouldn't it? We've been paying into that insurance policy called Social Security. So don't be scared. Don't be scared. If you're on Medicaid and you got on it through some fluke without qualifying for it, don't be surprised if it's cut off. You didn't pay into it. You paid into Medicare. I, being a wonderful person I am as a counselor of the past, help more people get on disability than any one person I know. I would fight for anyone who was disabled. I'd get them on Medicaid. It would take 3 years afterwards before they qualify for also Medicare. Then when I found out that they screwed over me and told me, we really pulled one over on you. Well, guess what I had in my hand? I had my stationery, and I had an ink pen, and I had the address of the Medicaid office, Social Security office, and disability office. They didn't know the same person that put them on it could take them off of it. My gosh, we're covering a lot of gear. Okay, here's the bottom line. A gift to you. A gift to you. If you feel a need to have a little help with getting off drugs or alcohol, contact me. People contact me if it's just a 1 or 2-time visit on the phone for an hour or two. It doesn't cost anything. And most often they call back and say what I helped them with solved the problem. Well, you can get me on Facebook, but if you get me on Facebook, put on Messenger that you saw me talk about this on Messenger, Facebook Messenger. Or you can just put Jim Wortham, just like my name spelled, 123@gmail.com. That's the fastest way to get me. Just put my name, the letters 123, numbers 123 at gmail.com, and say, here's my phone number. You mind giving me a call and give me a few hints on how to get off an addiction. No cost. Unless we make it a long-term over 2-session deal. And then I'm pretty reasonable at about a nickel an hour. Maybe 10 cents if you're rich. I don't work for money anymore. Proof of this is the fact that I'm sitting here all this time jabbering, knowing that 90% of the people's already checked out. So I'm not trying to get hours or minutes or like I said earlier, if you want to put subscribe or you like it, I won't hunt you down and get mad. I tell you what, when I review this video tomorrow, you better be glad you watched it tonight. Because when I have a clear mind, I can almost guarantee I'll take it off. But if people do like it, I won't take it off. Okay, let's see what I look like with. These are only about $5. Do I look like a gangster? Okay. One last hat, I promise. One last hat. And I'll turn this sucker off. Well, hopefully tomorrow will bring a day that I'm more serious about acting professional. Don't you love that word, professional? What the heck is professional? Just what's wrong with me being myself? What is wrong with being myself? You like humor? Well, watch me. Do you hate humor? Click it off the minute you see my name. If you don't like a joke or if you don't like you won't hear cuss words from me. That might turn you off immediately since I don't cuss. And I say that because people think they have to use a particular word of 4 letters every other sentence. Did anybody hear me say any bad words today other than I'm going to eat eggs because the eggs come out of a rooster's butt? That's about as bad as I get. Take care now. God bless you.